Hello everybody and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Today I'm continuing the drive that we did earlier. Quite earlier. There's the emergency brake. Oh god. It's been a little while, so give me a second. Hold on. Let's try to figure out what gear I'm in. Okay, fourth. Let's do fourth. No, we might need second. Alright, we need to figure out where we're... what we're doing. Where are we going? Which direction? I can't remember. Did I have to do a U-turn? Where am I going again? I'm going this way. So I need to continue. Right? Where am I going? What am I doing? I'm a little confused. I thought I had to turn around. Did I have to turn around? No, it didn't. Alright, we're gonna go this way. We need to be in a gear. 2 seconds. Anyway, welcome back to Euro Truck. It's clearly been a little while since I've played. Oh god, I hope we're not gonna kill somebody. So yeah, we are back, finishing up the run that we did previously. I'm just gonna keep this on just to make sure I am going in the right direction. Yeah, I am. Nope. No, we need 12. We need 8. That's 10. 8. There we go. Okay, just trying to figure things out, as usual, when we do Euro Trucks. My lights are on. Everything's good. We're going down in kilometers, which is good, so we're going the right direction. We're still with the snow, but we're continuing our run, so real quick, we'll go over our run that we're in the middle of. I stopped in the middle last time. We're hauling 17 tons of cheese to some place in the UK, I believe. Or France. I think it might be the UK. We might be going in the UK. I'm not really sure. We're getting 74,000 euro. We have 46 hours remaining on the trip, which is a pretty decent amount of time. And we are going to get there in 12 hours. So we got a 700, let's say 750 kilometer trip ahead of us. So it's a pretty decent, you know, whoops. How about we not do that? It's a pretty decent trip ahead of us. Oh, man. And I'm just trying to wrap my head around what I'm doing. Just jumped right in here and started recording and didn't really even think about what I was doing. Today has been an interesting day. Really, really interesting. Trying to get videos done. Was late on a long dark, which you guys probably knew about, because that went out at 5, which is supposed to go out at noon, and I just woke up late, had to record it and edit and upload it, and then while that was happening, I was trying to just clean up my... I keep hitting the wrong button. Trying to clean up my place a little bit, make it a little bit cleaner, and then on top of that, I got called that my Miata was ready to be picked up from the shop. If you're interested, I mentioned in the previous video, you know, talking about working on cars and stuff, I got coilovers for my Miata, took it to a shop to have them install them and roll the fenders. That is something, and they set it up with nice aftermarket alignment, and they did a lot of stuff to the car, so they really took care of it. Stuff that I can't do in my garage. I don't have a fender roller. I probably could do coilovers myself, but I couldn't set them up myself, and they, you know, they kind of focus on Miatas. So it was, that's what I want, 6, okay. It was kind of just better for me to take it to someone that knows what they are doing and just have them do it the right way. So I got called that my car was ready to be picked up. It was there from Friday to Monday, and luckily Polecat was nice enough to give me a ride out there to pick my car up, which was very nice of him. So I was able to ride all the way out there with him, and we picked the car up and got it home and everything, and it's a big difference. So I lost, well, not lost, the car was lowered about, I want to say about 2 inches total. It's pretty low now. Actually, it looks slammed. It looks slammed, but it's not. So Miatas can be a lot more slammed than mine is. Let's do 9th, actually. 9th might be a good median. So, yeah, it looks really slammed, but it actually has a pretty decent ride height. I can still drive it on the street. I do get some rub with my current wheels, but that's mainly just because of the size of wheel that I'm running. I'm running a 16-inch rim on a Miata, which are stock 14. So I'm running a 16 by 8 with a 0 offset, and my tire is a 205/40. So it's a pretty big setup, especially with a 0 offset. Those tires stick out a lot. So it was you know, they're just they rolled them, lowered the car, set up the suspension, set up the dampering, put a alignment on it. They gave you a little bit of camber, nothing ridiculous, just enough to get the wheels tucked in there a little bit. The tire still, you know, rides flat and everything, so the car looks really, really good. It drives pretty nice. I was a little concerned about the ride quality of coilovers, but, you know, honestly, it depends on the road you're on, obviously, but it really doesn't make that big of a... I thought it was going to be an issue with the ride quality. I thought it was going to be really, really rough. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it. I'd ridden in a car with coilovers before, and it was very bumpy, and I was like, I'm not looking forward to that. But I think the dampening was turned all the way up. It was all the stiffest it could possibly be. So they didn't set it up the stiffest they could be. They made it so they're, you know, dailyable, because I told them, I was like, I'm not racing this car, I'm just dailying it. So they set them up nice, and yeah, the car, it's it's really different, but it looks great. It drives really nice. I mean, when you're on a nice road, it feels so good. It's very smooth. I mean, it took a lot of vibration out of the wheel too. The car feels really, really nice when you're on a nice road. When you're on a bumpy road, depending on the road, sometimes there's roads around here that will have these bumps that are set out every once in a while. And when you get on those that are kind of like in a wavy kind of pattern, what will happen is the car will kind of boop, 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 and you're in the inside and you're kind of just bouncing up and down like, It's just, it's a weird feeling, but I'm really happy with it. The car turned out great. It looks really good. It rides almost as good as stock. I mean, obviously the stock had its downfalls, and it had its pluses, but it's the same with the coilovers. The coilovers just has a different set of downfalls and a different set of cons or pros. So they both have pros and cons, but you know, the car isn't something that is supposed to be, it's a Miata. There's not really meant to be luxurious and super good ride quality and all that. So, and it's nothing that, you know, it's my project car. It's not something that I'm dailying all the time. It's something that I can kind of, you know, have fun with. And I think the coilovers was a great way to go. The car looks really good. I love it. But yeah, I had to run out and pick the car up and then come back and record GTA. And now I'm recording this, and I got to edit GTA and edit this. And LSPDFR 0.3 came out, so I got to get that installed and all the mods in and get everything done again. And it's going to be a long night. It's already 12 or 11:30. And I just now started this trip, so it's gonna take a good amount of time. I'm gonna be up quite late tonight, but that's what happens. I'm not too concerned about it. I am excited that American Truck Sim is coming out in 2 weeks. Well, 2 weeks and a change, a couple days. So I'm very excited for that. Really hoping I can get this last point in Euro Truck Sim. That's why the Euro Trucks have been kind of a lot recently, as I'm really trying to get that last skill point before American Truck Sim comes out, so I can have all the skill points. So I'm still trying. We'll see. I'm going to take the snow out after this trip. I didn't want to take out in the middle just because I stopped this trip with snow. I want to continue it with snow. So, yeah, I just kind of want to... I'll take the snow out, and then I'm just going to keep doing Euro Trucks until American Truck Sim comes out. It's a good way for me to try to get that last skill point. It's also good for you guys that do enjoy Euro Truck Simulator to get it while you can before it goes. Like I've mentioned many times before, as soon as American Truck Sim comes out, Euro Truck Sim videos are going away. So, yeah, enjoy them while you can, because they won't last forever. Also, I know I threw this out in the last video, but I figured I'd do it again just because some of you might have not watched. But if you're interested in watching the progress on the Miata or even the Crown Vic or whatever vehicle I'm working on, typically weekends or work days, like working on cars, just getting away and having some fun. But if you want to keep up with that, the best way is on my Instagram. You can find a link to that on my website, which will be linked in the description. So just click on my website and then click on the Instagram icon, and it will take you right to my Instagram. So you can follow me there if you want to get updates on Miatas or Crown Vics or other stuff that me and Polecat are doing, just hanging out, or me, Polecat, my buddy Danny, and just, you know, other things that I do in my normal life. So, that or Snapchat. Snapchat's just Bay Area Bugs, all one word. Bayarreabuggs. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there, because I know some people ask if I have a Snapchat, or, you know, where can I find these pictures of your Miata and Crown Vic and stuff like that. It's all Instagram. So anyway, yeah, no, it was pretty interesting day, just, you know, busy. It's going to continue to be busy, but, you know, I'm not complaining. It's good to be busy. It's just, you know, after a busy day, when you get in bed, it's just really nice to just, you know, have that last little breath out and just go, good, I'm done. And then you do it again tomorrow. So, pretty interesting, but, yeah, it was a pretty interesting day. Definitely looking forward to the weekend, get some things done that need to be done, and just be able to have some time off. I mean, it's really, I mentioned this again in the last video, last Euro Truck, it's really nice to have weekends off. It really is. Really energizing. Makes it so much better when you come back in and you gotta start YouTubing again. Yeah, sure, the first day is always kind of rough. You know, like, it's a Monday, pretty much. Think of it as, you know, you have a day job, and Monday is the day you get back to work. It's the same thing for me if I have the weekend off. So it can be a little bit rough. You know, it's sometimes you're kind of like, don't really want to be doing this, but, you know, you got to do it. Want to bring you guys some cool stuff, so just kind of trying to grind out the videos the best I can. But yeah, it's really nice having weekends. It makes it a lot better. So when I do kind of get the cobwebs off, even after just 2 days off, I feel a lot more energized to get back into it. So by the time I start YouTubing on Mondays, I have two feelings. I go, I really want to be working on my car, and there's also, I'm glad that I'm back YouTubing, because it's really weird. It's a weird feeling, but I enjoy it. So yeah, man, American Truck Sim, I am really excited for that. I can't wait for that. I want to be able to record. I need to make sure that I'm ahead on videos that week, because I want to make sure that I can get videos out of American Truck Sim as soon as I can, but then also at the same time be able to just play it in my own time and enjoy it. And I thought about getting an Oculus. You know, Jeff mentioned that Euro Truck with the Oculus is amazing, and he was like, it's such a good experience. And I was like, oh man, I really want to experience that. I think it would be really cool. And I thought about getting an Oculus, but hold on, we're taking a corner here. Okay. God, I can't wait for American Truck Sim when I don't have to focus so much on the fact that I'm driving a 53-foot trailer and an American truck in Europe, and I can focus more on what I'm doing, because it's not that big of a task, because it's just a normal truck on normal roads, or American trucks on American roads, let's say that. Be a lot easier if I was driving a European truck. But yeah, I thought about getting an Oculus. You know, they mentioned that the final, you know, public version's coming out, or it came out a little while back, and I was like, oh man, I really want to get one. Well, a couple things stopped me from getting one. The first thing was, you wouldn't even get your Oculus Rift until June or July. That's pretty far, considering that American Truck Sim comes out in February. So I'd be playing it for a long time without an Oculus. And in that time, I'm pretty sure I could still buy one if I really wanted to. But another big thing was the price. You know, they always kind of mention they want to keep it around $350 or $400 or somewhere around that price range, but then it comes out and it's $600. You know, and it's like, well, that's more than I thought it was going to be. I mean, $600, that's a lot of money to throw down on something that okay, just cut me off. That's a lot of money that I throw down on something that I'm not going to use for YouTubing. You know, you can't really YouTube with an Oculus. You could, and people have, but it's just, I don't know, it would be something that I would use in my spare time, just to kind of enjoy it. And I would really only use it for maybe like American Truck Sim and Elite Dangerous. But then again, I rarely ever play Elite Dangerous. I want to play Elite Dangerous when they have the, what is it, the 3 cockpit thing, where like 3 people can fit in one cockpit. I want to do it then, because I'm just not into flying. I'm into like the whole idea of Elite Dangerous, but I just want to be able to have like Jeff fly or Frugal or something, and me, Jeff, and Frugal can be in a ship together. I think that would be really cool. But then again, like, yeah, so I'd use it for maybe 2 games, guaranteed 1 game, but it's like, is it worth spending that money for 1 game? And then also, I'm not even gonna get it until, you know, who knows how long. So I was looking at it and I was like, it's just not, it's cool, and I really want one, and I think they're awesome, and I'm excited, but I just don't see it. I just don't see me using it, or using it enough to justify the amount of money that it is. So, I don't know. Maybe one day. Just not right now. Alright, so we're at the train station. We're gonna need to find the one that's for trucks. That's for cars. This one's for trucks right here. Okay, we don't need the wipers anymore. Well, maybe we do. Oop, sorry. Wrong gear. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna put it in neutral then, because I totally lost the gear. All right. So, at the train station, ready to take the train. This is not totally on the thing, I know, but I don't believe I can drive. Let me just double check. I don't believe I can drive forward into this part of the train to be able to straighten myself out. No, I can't. I believe there's a mod that did that, but I don't have it. So I'm just gonna have to stick the trailer off. I apologize. I want to be more realistic, but you know, you can't really do much. Okay, let's do this. Shut this off. Parking lights. Get rid of... All right, let's double check where we're going. We're going to Dover. So let's go ahead and go to... Oh, well, that works. Whatever. Same thing. That's loud. Okay, so we took the train, which probably took off a good amount of distance now. So now here to our destination is 430 kilometers. A pretty decent sized trip. So let's go ahead and try to get out of here. I don't know if it matters which way we get off the train. I don't think it does. But yeah, so 430 kilometers should take us about 6 hours to complete the job. And we should be getting there about Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. And we need to get there at the latest Wednesday at, what is that, 8:30? Pretty much 9 p.m. So... we're going to get there a lot earlier. Tuesday is pretty much, I mean, that's almost 24 hours ahead. No damage on the trailer, which is good. Some damage on the truck, but, you know, what can you do about that? Yeah, 430 kilometers, 7 hours. Could be a pretty decent trip, so going to keep chugging along here. So, let's finish off this trip.